If you're having a pain problem, then this is the most important video you're gonna watch all year. We sit too much. So 100 years ago, we weren't sitting this much. You're sitting more than 4 hours a day. A lot of us are sitting 10 hours a day. What we need to do is be unraveling those positions, and we have to get into the opposite patterns, and we have to feed them. So we've got to consistently figure out what we're gonna do on a daily basis, but we gotta have 5 clear steps that we're gonna go through in this video on exactly what you need to do to get out of that pain pattern and start feeling good. We're always in a seated position, so we're gonna look at it. What's the problem with being seated all the time? So when I sit down, now I'm in hip flexion. So my ankles bend, that's probably a good thing, right? We need good ankle bend just to be able to walk. But my knee is flexed. So now I'm feeding these muscles back here. These are gonna get tight on me throughout the day. Same thing with my hips. I'm getting my hip flexors. If you're in the car, and we get these people, we get clients with going on road trips, when they're in the car, they're reaching forward and going back. They're constantly moving at their back. That causes them irritation in their back because these muscles are being fed all the time. Same thing with our shoulders, they're rolling forward. So let's get into the 5 steps of how we're gonna unravel that. When we're seated for a long time, we're in hip flexion. So I want to get into hip extension. So easy way to do it is get up against a chair, and then I'm going to shift my leg back and I'm going into hip extension. My hip has to drive down and forward right here, but I shouldn't be causing pain anywhere else. And I should definitely not be trying to get my head up to the sky. So doing a back bend is not working on hip extension. And that's where the majority of the stuff that you're gonna see online is we're doing back bends. We're cranking on the back all the time. So I really gotta stress the importance of don't do a back bend, just keep your back in a neutral position. If I took a rod and stuck it through your head, it would come out of the back right here. I'm staying in neutral, but I'm driving this hip forward and I'm letting it sit down. With stretching, doing it 2 sets of 30 seconds is always good. So I'm just loosening up that hip and I'm gonna do the other side. So I always got a chair that I can lean into and I'm driving forward. But my focal point is right here to get that hip extension so I can get out of the flexion that I've been in for extended periods of time. Number 2 is getting our glutes to turn on. So while I'm doing that, I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. When I'm coming here, I'm dropping my hip forward first, but then I'm squeezing my back glute. As hard as I can, I'm trying to squeeze that back glute. So I'm also getting reciprocal inhibition. So in our body, we have something where if I flex my bicep as hard as I can, my tricep has to be loose. If I'm squeezing my glute, I'm getting the positive benefits of that, but it also helps me relax those hip flexors. So it's a double whammy. We're gonna get twice as much benefit out of doing this stretch. We wanna do 2 sets of 30 seconds where I'm driving straight forward through the hip, keeping my chest in a neutral position, and then squeezing that back glute and loosening that up. I'm gonna do 2 sets of 30 seconds on each side. Number 3 is getting opening in our chest. We've got to open that up because we're sitting at computers for long periods of time. We're staring at our phone. All of these things is that the entire population is dealing with it. So we've got to be just smart about it and getting ourselves out of those positions. So what I do is just get up against a wall. And so I'm bringing my chin tucked. I'm bending my knees a little bit, flatten my back out, and then I'm gonna reach back and touch the wall right here. If I feel tension or pain in my chest, then I'm gonna allow my elbows to come off the wall a little bit. If I can get my elbows back to the wall, that's where you really wanna focus in on, is getting your elbows back against the wall, because that's happening at the shoulder blades. If my elbows are away from the wall, I'm doing more external rotation. I'm moving more at this joint. But we don't want to push it too much too fast. Everything is on a weekly pattern. We're moving it up 10 to 20%, being conservative so we don't cause any irritation, because we're not trying to compress those joints. We really want to open them up. And we're looking for long term. So when I do this W, that's number 3, right? So I'm getting my arms up and I'm getting that stretch right there, and I'm opening up the chest, maintaining that chin tuck at the same time. Number 4 is activating the muscles in the back. So if we talked about reciprocal inhibition, if I'm firing the muscles in between my shoulder blades, I'm gonna limit the amount of activity and the muscle activation that's gonna happen in my chest. So same exercise, 2 birds with 1 stone, I'm coming right here, and while I come down, I get that stretch, I chase the stretch first, right? Just like with the hip extension, I chase that stretch first, and then I'm squeezing my shoulder blades down and back, and I'm holding that for 30 seconds. So I'm doing this on both sides, so I can just do 2 sets of 30 seconds, maintaining those shoulder blades down and back, squeezing it. But if you're feeling any irritation or pain, we keep those elbows off the wall, but I can still squeeze my shoulder blades down and back. And slowly I'm getting to where my elbows touch the wall and I'm squeezing down and back. 2 sets of 30 seconds. Number 5 is pairing those things together. So we want to isolate the hips, but then we want to isolate the upper body, the thoracic spine, the chest, all of the things that are folded up while we're sitting. And now I want to do them both at the same time. So when I come against this chair, I'm going to come down into this position and I'm drifting forward. I'm going to go ahead and do my left leg. So I'm drifting forward. And then what I'm going to do is rotate, looking up towards the sky, and I'm driving this shoulder blade down and back while I'm doing it. These are shorter. I'm going to switch. I'm going to do 15 seconds, driving that hip forward, squeezing that back glute, and then rotating, pulling that shoulder blade down and back. I'm looking at it at the same time, so I'm increasing that mobility. I'm going to hold that for 15 seconds. I'm focusing on my hips. I'm focusing on squeezing in the glutes. I'm focusing on opening up the chest, squeezing the shoulder blade down and back, but then also rotating my entire head and everything to look at those hands at the same time. So with those 5 things, if you're doing it consistently, you're going to be unraveling that seated position. And so if you're working long hours or you're retired and you're sitting for long periods of time, this is going to be the most effective way for you to get out of those positions and get yourself out of pain. Follow us for more videos on exactly what you should be doing at home so you can get yourself out of pain. And then also think about things, if you're having a little bit of pain now, in 1 to 2 years from now, that's generous, saying 1 to 2 years from now, maybe in 3 months, that pain's gonna increase because your body's signaling. It's letting you know that there's a problem, there's an irritation right there. So let's jump on it now and make sure that it doesn't become a bigger problem. We've had people reach out to us on our channel that they've had a ton of benefit, especially from the sciatica stuff that we've done. So make sure you check out those videos, but get into it and start doing this stuff now so you can prevent the bigger problems from coming up in the future. We'll see you in the next video. Get mobile and stay active.